This view is crazy, and today it's about to get a whole lot crazier. So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. Today, the Lamborghini is getting something that is going to make it look so much better than how it looks right now. Now, as you can see by a few of the cars, I really like to have cars with good fitment. The Supra, that is money. The C6, this is money, especially because this car is already almost touching the ground. And the M4, can't forget, that's also money. However, the Huracan and the C7 both don't have really good fitment. The C7 is one of those cars that's going to be looking like this for a little bit because the new wheels by Divine Design are getting built for that car. But this car, we have new wheels for it from Divine Design that got here last week, and the tires are now here, which means that fitment from Lamborghini with spacers too, that's poking out a little bit more than what Lamborghini would have it at, is going away, and it's going to look a whole lot better. Say goodbye to a low car, mid fitment, and winter tires, because we got some meaty boys with some really aggressive looking wheels. This is going to be one of the most important mods to do to this car because, let's face it, wheels make or break the way a car looks. And right now with those wheels, it kind of does break it when you compare it to the other cars. So let's pull the car up front because Elite Mobile Tire is going to be here very soon to put on the new tires and wheels with fresh TPMS sensors. And I'll go ahead and show you what exactly Lamborghini is getting put on. So we might want to give the car a quick wash today before we go out and take photos with the new wheels because that doesn't look the greatest. And it also looks like a cat walked on my car last night. And right here, underneath these little covers, are the new wheels for the Huracan. And as you can tell, without even taking off the cover, they're black wheels. Now, like I mentioned earlier, wheels make or break a build. And as you can tell with all my other builds, I mainly choose black wheels. And here's why. In my opinion, I want my wheels to complement my car. And since I pick crazy colors, the best color wheel, in my opinion, to complement a car is black. And also, all my cars look like they belong together because they all have the same color wheel, and the only thing that stands out between each of them is the design of the car itself and the color of the car itself. Also, I feel like silver wheels look best on cars that are darker colors. So the C7, for example, that car with the chrome wheels looks amazing, but it also looks amazing with black wheels. You can never go wrong with black wheels. And with Verde Mantis, this is one of those colors where if you don't pick the right design and the right finish, the wheel can really make the car look kind of awkward. So we want black wheels, but I believe that the style and the offset of these wheels are what are gonna make these stand out so well. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Bam! So these are Divine Design forged wheels, finished in gloss black with floating center caps. And if you know anything about different styles of wheels, this is very, very, very similar to BBS FIR wheels. But the cool thing is, these wheels are a fraction of the price from BBS's. And personally for me, as long as they're forged and good quality, why would you pay 10 grand for wheels? So these are what we're gonna be running. And also, I don't know why, but with Supercars, it is very hard to find a definite answer on what is a good offset. So I went with this. We got 20s in the rear and 20s in the front, that way we can have a thicker tire in the back. And we went with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's for the tires, because there's also not many tire options when you're starting to go into the 20s, especially when the rear is a 315. Now with rear wheel drive cars, you can mix and match tires, have different ones in the rear than in the front. But since the Huracan is all wheel drive, you want to have the same brand tire in the front and rear, or at least the same tread wear. That way it wears evenly. Another technical thing, but that is why I went with Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. Now all we gotta do is wait to have them installed. Now, sorry to interrupt today's video. We gotta thank today's sponsor, Hawk Glow. Now, as you can see, the Camry is in desperate need of some better headlights. These things are not that bright at all. And thankfully for us, we have Hawk Glow to give us exceptional brightness in our headlights. That way we can see really well at night. Now, Hawkglow is one of the leading LED headlight manufacturers around. And today we are testing out their P2 LED bulbs that have a 99% compatibility rating. And they are also going to be 6 times brighter than what we're dealing with right now. And I have a feeling, once we see the comparison, even you are gonna want a set of the new LED bulbs from Hawkglow. Now this is the old bulb, and this one is the new one. This thing is an absolute unit. We got the LED bulb, of course, but then on the back side, a built-in fan to keep your bulb always cool. This is gonna be sick. All right, it's in, and holy crap. Look at how much brighter that side is compared to that side. We gotta close the door and shine this thing against the door and just see how bright it actually is. All right, lights are off. Oh my gosh. Look at the difference. That's insane. Yeah, we definitely gotta get that side done. That way it's matching. If you guys are waiting to upgrade your headlights, now is the time. Click the link down below in the description. Use code JAKE15 to get 15% off your own Hawkglow lights. Let's see what the finished product looks like. Old bulb, new bulb. All right, you ready for the finished result? You can tell it's pretty bright. Bang! That is a crazy difference in visibility. What an upgrade. That's wild. Again, if you want your own set of Hawkglow headlights for your car, definitely go ahead, click the link down below, use code JAKE15, and you will get 15% off. That way you can see even better at night than you already do. Thank you, Hawkglow, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it. And here they come. Let's get these thrown on. Now to make it easier for them to get a jack underneath the car, let's turn on the front end lift. There we go. Second thought, we had to put on blocks before we could get underneath it. All right, the snow tires are off and the car is literally floating. Now they're prepping the truck and they already took one wheel and one tire, so we're about to get in business real quick. Also good news, driving with these tires on in the heat didn't destroy them. We got at least one more good season in these, which is good because those are very expensive. Now speaking of expensive, like I mentioned, the Divine Design wheels are very inexpensive compared to BBS FIRs. But don't get inexpensive mixed up with cheap, because these are far from cheap wheels. And if you know anything about how a lot of these companies work that make wheels, a lot of them do make wheels overseas. Now, Divine Design has their own factory overseas and they make wheels for them and a few other companies that can't be named, and their quality is insane. Even though they are cheaper, they still have as good a quality as any other company, and they still make a very special experience for you. They offer floating center caps, they have their logo embezzled in the rim, and they also have their sticker, and they even send you a card of authenticity. That's so cool. Now the reason Divine Design is very inexpensive is the fact that they cut out middleman costs. So instead of there being a wheel being built and then brought to a company and then they up the price a ton, Divine Design does not do that. The wheel goes directly from the manufacturer to you. Wraith wanted to see the new wheels too, but the leash is in the Jeep and my wife's gone right now, so rope it is. It'll work. What do you think? Divine Design to move? All right, here's a front wheel with the tire. This is gonna look nice. Part of me thinks it's pretty funny that I have a dog with rope as my leash, but I have a Lamborghini. Priorities. All right, I've seen how these look on the car without tires with them. Now that tires are combined with it, let's see. Oh yeah, that's gonna look nice. All right, we're going down. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And that's with the front end lift up and that side. So, well, Elite Mobile Tire has now left and it is just us and the car. The fitment in the back isn't super tight. And that is because when I got my alignment at Silver Star last time, we realized that to pull all the camber out, we needed a couple extra shims, because to pull out the camber in this car, you have to shim it basically. So I will be able to pull camber a little bit more, because you can see it's pretty tilted in. And when we pull the camber out, it's gonna pull the wheel out. So it's gonna be a little bit closer to that fender, kind of like how the front is. Even this is 1,000 times better. Oh.
So good and tasty.
Yeah. This is gnarly. Also, I said the car needs a wash. It doesn't. We just need some detail spray. And then after we detail spray the car, we'll go take it for a ride and go show Remy. And he has some pretty cool updates with the 720. I don't know if I'm gonna show you or not because it's kind of top secret, but let's just say the car is at a point where we didn't think his 720 would be. I also grabbed some tire shine because those new tires don't look the greatest right now. Honestly, this is all just pollen. So it might honestly fly off when we go on the freeway, but better safe than sorry. All right, time for some tire shine. Oh yeah, that's what was missing right there. Now, if you want to get your own set of Divine Design wheels and have a truly forged wheel that is lighter, stronger, and looks a whole lot better than your stock wheels, just email me at the email below and tell me the design you want, the color you want, the specific offsets, center bore, basically all the details on your wheels, and I will get pricing for you from Divine Design. Now, each set of wheels is fully custom, which is why I need all that information, because the more information I have, the less information has to go to a custom wheel designer to figure out if the design is strong enough to withstand being a wheel, and to make sure that the design is what you actually want and the color is actually what you want. So the more information, the faster the wheel making process can go. All right, we're all set. Let's let her warm up and then go show Remy the new wheels. Sounds so good. Now we have a wiry contraption on my right because
Error 2.
my built-in radar system isn't working, and it started to become a very common occurrence, which makes me really think I should just get a new system, but those systems are a pain to install. Let's see what these new wheels feel like. Yep, they feel better than winter tires. All right, here comes my favorite part about driving to Remy's house. Ready? Bro! Oh, here's another one. This car sounds insane. When it's twin turbo, it's gonna sound nuts, but I am very curious to see if it sounds better than this because it's gonna be hard to top this sound. All right, we're here.
You want to get gapped?
From a launch?
I can't launch the car. It's like disabled right now.
I hear excuses. What do you think of the
literally
wheels?
does not launch.
What do you think of the wheels?
They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, these wheels are definitely the move. Now I have a front lip on the way from Euro Empire Auto, so that one is currently getting made because they are making it in forged carbon to match the 1016 style forged and the OEM forged. So it's gonna be a pretty close match, which is gonna be good because we also have a 1016 rear bumper. This car is turning out really, really nice. And even though we have a little bit of camber in the rear, that fitment is still a million times better than stock. And then speaking of fitment, Remy had to get Lamborghini wheels to make his 720 fitment look good. And this thing actually runs. When he said if we wanted to line it up, he meant this car because
I'm gapping this.
he's been driving it.
Oh, I've been driving it. How many miles did you put on?
Probably close to like 50.
50 miles like this.
Yeah.
And you only broke one thing.
Yeah.
That's
not
impressive.
Bad. Not bad.
That's impressive. He broke his frunk.
That thing caught 50, almost at least 30 feet of air. I showed you the footage.
It's wild. But he thinks that he'll gap me like this. He's lost all of his aerodynamics.
Traction control on, fault, like all that stuff. I'm down power and I'm still gonna gap you.
How do you know you're down power though? Like does it say you're down power?
No, but when all that stuff is like everything on this car is working.
I guess we'll find out. Hey, it's okay. If you beat me, it doesn't matter because I'm getting twin turboed in June and then we can run it back.
Okay, I'll put bigger turbos on.
Here's a certified cloud chaser, Jean.
Oh my God, hold my Red Bull.
The minute Remy gets a 720 running, guess who comes running? We're gonna have to blur that out. What do you think of the new wheels?
They look very similar.
Well, they're black.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
Damn, look at Remy's watch, bro. See that? I got my McLaren running. I had to get the jewelry. I think it was $40.
Isn't that the same wheels Jake has?
No, these are TEs. These are nice wheels.
That looks pretty good.
That does not sound bad for a stock exhaust.
It's not bad for stock.
That's not bad at all. Rail exhaust is a catalyst downpipes. Yeah, I wouldn't say to there, but
No, it was your flames here. 100%.
I'm gonna hold you to that. It feels like you're in a Razor,
Yeah.
but a lot lower.
A lot sketchier. It's so sick though.
I thought I got looks in my Lamborghini. I wonder what people are gonna think about this. You know, honestly,
all day long everyone's staring.
honestly though, this car looks kind of like a slingshot. You know,
With no body panels, yeah.
with no body panels and an extra wheel. But you know what I mean, right?
Extra wheel.
Like if people were like driving the other way and they saw this car at a glance, they would think it's a slingshot.
It just spins. It drives so good for literally just putting this car together.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed that this McLaren is letting you move it right now.
It shouldn't. There's so many faults and it's not wanting me to drive, but
Yeah, this is very weird. Yeah. Looking at the Huracan, it is definitely missing a front lip. If it had a front lip on right now, the wheels would look 1,000 times better because the body looks better. Hopefully, by the time I get back from Germany, we'll have a front lip. Yeah, that does not look like a McLaren. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to race. Now, a 720 makes 700 horsepower stock. The Huracan makes 610 horsepower stock. With the VF tune, it probably makes around 640 now. So we're underpowered, with the same weight, we rev higher, and we're all-wheel drive. Actually, he's a lot lighter now, but he has less aerodynamics. There's a lot of things that play into this. He also has boost lag. I don't know, we'll find out. We're also a lot heavier too because Jean's in the car now.
oh, that is
I've been waiting for this day for so long. When Remy and I be driving together in our supercars. This is so freaking cool, dude. It's like the Spider-Man meme. On us.
Just kept going.
I knew we had him because we had all-wheel drive. But once he got traction, he started eating us up. That's a win for now. Luckily for us, we ran out of road.
I was pedaling the whole way through.
I'm so lucky we ran out of road.
Yeah.
I knew I would get you from the start because you're just losing traction. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That is so sketchy, but
It's
so fun.
So fun. Bro, we
Look
both
at the
have
two cars.
We both have supercars, bro. This is
One
so
is
cool.
complete, or one's complete, one's it looks like a junkyard behind.
But at least it's on the road.
Yes. Yeah, all you know, I'm sure some of you guys doubted. You guys doubted. It's okay, I was pulling on him. I was pulling.
I need to switch over my car now. Well, this is absolutely crazy. Granted, Remy's car is like 80% a car right now, but the fact that we are driving our supercars together is pretty freaking insane. And I know I beat him today, but give him more road and he's beating me tomorrow. So twin turbo kit will be installed soon. And of course I said that right as there's a cop right there, but we wouldn't race unless we're in Mexico. That's where we've been racing all day today. But yeah, this is pretty surreal. Proof that if you just lock in and work for a really long time at one thing and just put all your effort into it and just don't give up, it eventually starts to work. Now I think it's time we head back home because
Lumber party.
I'm hungry. On second thought, I got permission from my wife. I can stay out a little bit later, which means we'll hit up some fast food and go to a car meet with both our supercars for like a little bit, and then I'll go home. The reason I kind of want to be home a little bit early is because in just a few days, Remy and I are flying to Germany to drive some more supercars. So I kind of want to spend some time with the family before I leave, you know? Right? It's a good thing. Don't break the linkage! Come in! Come in! There you go! This is rebuild title. I don't want mine to be rebuild title. Well, does the linkage work still?
It works.
Okay.
Might be damaged, but it works.
Okay. The longevity of it might not be there anymore.
Yeah, you can owe me new trans.
Both of you. But now Remy said I'm allowed to drive this car. So I don't mind if I do.
Since the car right now, without a bonnet, the doors, any body panels, it won't let you drive it. So what we have to do to bypass this, hold the brake, and just hold down the drive button until it goes into gear. It's like a little bypass. There you go. And then now your parking brake, just push it in. There you go. Now you're good.
Does manual mode still work?
It's like an automatic manual. It's not full manual, but if you shift it, it will shift or downshift.
The steering wheel is definitely not straight.
It most definitely needs an alignment.
This is cool. This is really cool. It definitely has a lot more get up and go than the Huracan once you feel those turbos, but Huracan sounds better. The car spins out in third. 2 seconds ago, we just passed the cop. I really hope he wasn't looking.
It kicks out so easy.
It kicks out so easy, but it's not hard to control.
No, it's never sketchy.
No, it's like the M4 actually. The C6 and the C7 are a little bit more sketcy because they're manual, but since this one's automatic and you just have like the paddles, it's literally just grab, point, and you're fine. All right, shut her down. Pull the e-brake.
Made it back in one piece. It automatically puts the e-brake on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fancy. All right, we're now in a complete car. We're gonna go to Taco Bell, and then there's a meet at 8. Hit that real quick, see what's there, and then go home. All right, John got the chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggets
They good?
at Taco Bell.
Are they good?
Probability of me myself,
Yeah, what's that on 1 to 10?
probably 11.
1 to 10, what is this? What is this?
The wings?
Yeah.
They're not bad.
So like a 7?
They're not bad.
6?
I think it's 6.
They're all right.
And then Remy was very original and got the same thing as me.
No, you don't have the sauce in yours.
Oh, you're right.
I have the jalapeno sauce.
Okay. Leftovers in the bag. Will the 720 start?
No. You think it's gonna start?
Yeah, I have faith. I heard 720s are reliable.
What? Where did you hear that from? I haven't heard that. But
front lift, perfect. That front lift is going to save my front lip so often.
Hello there.
Well, I didn't film any of the meets. We got there pretty early and then we just started talking to people and I just set the camera aside because I'd rather talk to people than put a camera in people's faces, if that makes sense. So now we're heading home, and once we get home, we'll end off this video. One last freeway entrance of the night. Now for some reason, my backup camera stopped working, which kind of sucks. I don't really rely on it that much, but I do like to look at it when I'm backing up because I can tell just how far I am from the wall, because I don't really trust these sensors that much. But I think that should be good. Well, there you have it, the new wheels for the Huracan. They look really good, and I know that a lot of people are starting to go with the silver wheel wave. I feel like black wheels are super cool like a few years ago, and now it's like silver and chrome now. Like I said, with the Verde Mantis, it's such a bright color, and with all the black accents and with how big these brakes are, the black wheels pop no matter what. With that being said, I don't know. These are great, and I love them a lot, and I love them on this car. But this is also a bright color. The C7, on the other hand, is a very color shifty car. And I don't know if we'll be able to see it that good at night, but let's just go over there real quick. This car used to have chrome wheels on it, and it looked amazing. And sadly, the chrome wheels had really bad tires, so I had to swap over to these ones. And honestly, I like this car a lot better with the chromes. But also, another thing with wheels that's kind of technical, in my opinion, is the design matters a lot. Some designs look better in chrome or silver, some designs look better in black. I am debating going silver for the new wheels for this car. I'm going to put on a vote on my Instagram page when I get the renders for both black and silver, and whatever the top vote is what I'll do. Now, the design is going to be very similar to the M4 and the Huracan because I like Y-spoke a lot and I think it's very aggressive and it looks super good. So it's going to be a Y-spoke design. It's slightly different from the Huracan and the M4, whereas there's like a little bit, there's some design cues that are different, but it's a Y-spoke. So who knows? The new set of wheels for this car might be silver if that's what you guys want to see. Black or silver is going to look good on this car because this car is just a good looking car anyway. But with that being said, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And if you want your own set of Divine Design wheels, hit Divine Design up directly on their Instagram or email me and I will get you a quote on wheels that are skipping the middleman markup. I'll see you guys next time. Drive safe.